The title of the book that I am analyzing in relation to the Human Resources Management course that I am enrolled in is Human Resources Management, Theory, Practice and Techniques. The author and editor of this book by 3GE Learning, LLC, USA. There are some people editor board of this book, for example, Alexander Martinkovic, Dan Piunstun, Hazim Shauki Fodar, Felicia Killings, Dr. Sandra L. Hutch. According to the book review, the following are the most important aspects of the topics covered in this book. This book contains 7 chapters such as Introduction to Human Resources Management, Human Resources Planning, Job Analysis, Recruitment and Selection, Training and Development, Performance Appraisal, and Human Resources Audit. The first point is ahead of the curve. It's a phrase found in this book. This phrase refers to a business or politician who is ahead of current thinkings or trends. Being ahead of the curve means being more advanced or modern than someone or something else. Being at the forefront of a trend, getting a head start on a craze or idea and acting on it before others. Being ahead of the curve can also mean being above average in some way. We are continuously looking for ways to stay ahead of the curve and provide added value to our consumers. Then to be among the first to adopt a new idea or method of doing something that later becomes widely accepted. In other words, something is done faster than others. The term of business practices and strategies, and it is from this motivation to be at the top of the pack that human resource management becomes a valuable tool for management to ensure success. After that, the fundamental concept of human resource management and how it aids an organization in meeting its objective. This book discusses the reason for organization to have a human resources management strategy as well as the business driver that makes strategy necessary for organizational success in this topic. To thrive in today's chaotic and turbulent business environment, companies must constantly innovate. The second point is headcount. Headcount simply refers to the number of people employed by a company at any given time. Of course, as complex as a company workforce organization can be, there are numerous nuances and factors to take into account when calculating the actual headcount. Understanding who works for you and where they are in your organization, also known as a workforce census, provides critical insight into the health and operational power of your organization. The person in charge of the headcount is when human resource is in charge. Headcount planning should include 4 areas. Traditionally, the human resource team has led these efforts. Companies with established human capital management techniques are more likely to have a well-defined talent management process. A headcount report is a type of human resource report that calculates the number of employees at any given time. Aside from being an equal employment opportunity commission, requirement headcount reporting allows you to track evaluation of your retention and turnover rates. The third point is in this section of the quotation. It is highlighted in role analysis, often known as job analysis. Work analysis is the process of acquiring and examining data on the subject matter, human requirements, and environment in which a job is performed. The placement of employment is decided using this procedure. A careful, thorough investigation of job is called a job analysis. Job analysis is a method used to determine the duties, character, and kind of workers who ought to be hired for a specific role. It gives user the option to drop job description and task specifications, which are used for employee hiring and vetting, compensation, for performance evaluation, and training. Examining jobs through job analysis is formal and detailed. It is a methodical examination of the task, obligation, and responsibility required to do a job. The next point is in this quote transfer. Employees may be transferred to jobs where they will likely be a more effective or experience higher levels of work satisfaction. No change are made to the role, title, status, or pay during transfer. It is a process of the employee adjusting to the job. The time and the location. Another disciplinary measure is transfer. Employees are moved within the government for an administrative purpose. A transfer is when an employee move from one position to another or to a different location without experiencing a change in their status, duties, or pay. It is the transition of a worker from one position to another without significant change in his responsibilities, skills, status, or pay. Although there may be a difference in remuneration, the phrase essentially equivalent. In this definition simply signifies. The last point is trainers through trainees. Training and development that may be used as a reference. A trainee is someone who is acquiring and honing the abilities required for a certain vocation. A trainer is a person who imparts knowledge and abilities for a certain career, activity, or sport. How do trainee jobs? Trainee positions are a frequently entry-level employment where employees acquire the responsibility and abilities needed to function independently. As a trainee, you are employed by a supervisor or more seasoned employee whose responsibility it is to help new hires advance their careers. Then, the trainer is responsible for ensuring that a new employees receive onboarding training to prepare them for their role. You need to be very perceptive and have a good analytical abilities and to be an effective trainer. A skilled instructor may adapt their teaching strategies to fit the needs of a different students. In conclusion, this book is crucial for students in general, but especially for those who study human resource management, whether they are in college or at a university. This book includes a wide range of information on the theory, procedures, and methods of human resources management, as well as details on the job or an employee. Moreover, can provide extra information to a worker or student attempting to fully comprehend this book via study. So, take advantage of this book, excellent explanation, and increased reading enjoyment. That's all from me. Thank you.